Hi, good morning, class, once again. Welcome to class for this lesson. Hope everyone is doing well. Yes. Yeah. Since we are here, our safety is our major priority. So, in case of any casualties, we have our entrance to round two, and still observing the COVID-19 protocols. Since we are not hearing any casualties, doesn't mean the disease is gone or something. It's still with us, so we need to protect ourselves from all sorts of casualties. All right, today's lesson we are going to discuss personal hygiene or hygiene etiquette. I hope you are all right with me here.
Joe. Yeah. Good morning. Welcome back again. Please, I have to stress on our time. All right. So we can come early. We can leave early. So, the hygiene topic, I think it came from our last class here for the last class. The last topic that we covered. Right, you were here, right? So the dressing etiquette, right? We mentioned a lot about the grooming and the hygiene came up on it. So I decided to pick this topic because as a gentleman, it's part of our manners to know about etiquette. All right. I think so I think we all know about the basis, but we don't know we know about the base of the hygiene, but we don't know deep and how we can do to be clean or smell nice or be hygienic. All right, in front of everybody in our environment. So now this is what we're about to study now. We're about to go into it to know what is hygiene about and how, as we gentlemen, we can do to keep ourselves neat and clean. All right. Good. I would love to invite my brother. He's so he go to church with me, and so he can introduce himself to us. All right. Before I start. All right. So.
My name is Matthias. I'm a Kumensa. We are in the same church, and I'm doing my master's in genetic counseling from the West African Genetic Medicine Center, University of Ghana. I've realized the vision of this gentleman club, and I've thought it necessary to come on board so that we can all, foster a good cause. Thank you all for having me today.
Thank you, sir. So, like I said, a lot of people will be coming on board just to come see what we're doing and how best they can do to help us. All right. So, gentlemen, we have to be careful, and we have to, take our things serious because one day they're gonna invite you, most of you, their house without me or with Collins, and I don't know what's gonna happen. It's all right. All right. So let's go on board. Like he said, what is hygiene? All right. Everybody know this from school. Everybody knows this, all right? What is hygiene? Who want to try? Not the Ebenezer alone. Different person. What is hygiene? Let's go. Try. Yeah.
Hygiene is about keeping the body clean.
All right. Good. Good. So that's what we know about hygiene, right? I need a reader. You gonna be my reader? This right? So the question is hygiene part of the etiquette? As the etiquette, is hygiene part of it? Who knows it? Who knows it? Yes or no? Hygiene is a part? Yes? Very good. So could you just about to read it line one?
All right, so hygiene refers to social accepted well-being, well throughout rules aiming at keeping people safe from various easily transmitted diseases. There, there is a set of standards of hygiene recommended for different situations. So we define hygiene as the practice that prevents the spread of illness and diseases. While it is always important to practice good hygiene etiquette, it is most important to your know you are sick, especially when you are coughing or sneezing. So that's for hygiene.
Yeah, yeah, thanks. So we all understand this, right? We live in an environment or a country whereby we at least like we find ourselves in one or two groups, right? Even our homes, even our churches and other stuff. And as a we the gentlemen, we have to keep ourselves in check, all right? Like everything, because and you don't take yourself very well, and you go out and you go sneeze or like coughing comes in, guess what you're doing? You're spreading that diseases like a virus. And it goes what? The next person gets to you, the next person, right? But once you keep yourself at home, you clean your environment, take care of yourselves, you have something in your pocket that when it sneezes, you cover it, or you have your wipe tissue that you can wipe your hands and other stuff. So when shaking somebody's hands, that disease or whatever doesn't transmit or transfer to that person's hand, the germs, the bacteria. Right? So it's one, hygiene is part of our etiquette. Sorry, as a gentleman, we have to know this. All right, good. So we did that. What is hygiene already? So you read. So underneath it. Yeah. What is hygiene? Yeah.
Alright. What is hygiene? It is that prevent the spread of illness and diseases. It is always important to practice good hygiene etiquette. It is important when you are sick, as you are coughing or sneezing. Then what are the four types of hygiene?
All right, thanks. So we all know this, right? So when it comes to the practice, we all know this, right? I think schools have been teaching us stuff about our homes. Are we doing it in our homes? After school, do we practice what we teach at home or what? What is the question? Do we? Yes or no? You sure? No, right? No? Yes, yes or no? End of the day, right? Whatever your school is teaching you, hiding about stuff. Comes home, teach it at home, all right? Do it at home. All right. Hey man, now what we're gonna do here? Today we're gonna practice that at home. Because at the end of the day, Sir Collins or our invited guest or anybody can just walk into your house. Hey, I'm here to visit you, and your house is smelling like something else. Guess what you're gonna do? You see that first and that push. You're like, hey, is it true that this guy is a gentleman or not? See, so it's not just about the way we think or the how we behave. It comes a whole lot about appearances and our body check. All right. So good. We about to learn about the practice. Don't worry. Who knows or not? Who knows to practice hygiene? Anybody? Who knows it? If you knows, you can raise your hands up. Who knows it? You knows it? Yes or no? Okay, good. We about to learn about it. Don't worry.
Alright. The types of hygiene. One, we have personal hygiene. Two, hygiene. That is by cleaning the house, room, and a compound. Three, domestic hygiene. Then four, food hygiene.
All right, thanks. So now we know the four types of hygiene already, right? I think we do this in everyday life, right? Personal hygiene, right? Who knows it? What is personal hygiene? The students. we the old we be talking. You the students will be talking. The students. What is personal hygiene? Let's go. Try. We're learning. Try.
Second, let me.
Yeah. Good. Thanks. Anybody wants to try? Come on, we all do personal every day. We wake up in the morning. What do we do in the first thing in the morning? In the morning, right? So personal hygiene too. So don't worry, all right? And environmental hygiene. What is it? Your house and your surroundings clean. All right. End of the day, we have a saying that when somebody comes to your compound and he sees like a sachet bag of water on your compound, guess what the person's gonna do? He's gonna drink because your surrounding is not clean. It's not hygienic, right? For me to respect the environment. Man, we always have to keep our environments clean. We always have to keep ourselves clean. All right. Good. And on top of it, what is that?
So with the domestic hygiene, that one has to do with in our various homes. After you have taken your bath, keep your mouth clean, your body clean, your hair trim, your fingernails cut, your room is it also clean? Your compound. You see, you have the perception that for boys we are boys, so one a guy is your room should be scattered. No, that is not a guy. As you being a gentleman, your room should always be clean. That's what defines you as a gentleman. So you keeping your body.
Good. Thanks. Anybody want to add something to it? Or fellas?
Domestic hygiene is keeping yourself, like your surroundings where you live, like you make sure you put things in order, very clean. Yeah, that's it. Thank you.
All right. Thanks. Yeah. So, gentlemen, now we know that it's not just about we wearing the best boxers and the best dress, walking around, and we living our surrounding, our room not clean. Guess what? Guess what? Listen, we talk to girls, right? We talk to a lot of people. They want to come visit you. They want to see where you're sleeping at. So if you don't keep all these things clean, guess what? Go on my introduction. I'm a gentleman, and they shake your hands and they come check and they come to your surrounding people are not. You're trying to say something that you just saying on you, but you're not doing what you're saying. All right. So like you said, we should try as much as we can to keep ourselves clean. All right. The food hygiene. Who knows about food hygiene? Anybody works at a restaurant? All right. Food hygiene. What is food hygiene? Want to help?
From my opinion, food hygiene is our measure, or there are activities that needed to ensure to keep food checks. Sorry. So food hygienes are rules and regulations needed to ensure food safety in our kitchens and so on and so forth. And also, there are also activities needed practice to keep food for a longer period of time.
Well,
Thank you very much.
good. 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 So hygiene. When it comes to our homes is right. What do we clean? We clean, right? We sweep the kitchen floors, mop, and trying to keep the place neat so that there's no germs to stay or live in that kind of place. All right. So when it comes to food hygiene, it's all come to cleaning your kitchen, all right, and keeping it nice, or well, so that next person to you can use that kitchen, all right, and taking away all dead food that has been in the fridge more than 3 days or something that is smelling, all right. So as a gentleman, always keep yourself in check when it comes to that area, like personal stuff, environment, domestic, and food, all right. Always have that in mind. All right, good. All right, good. Anybody has a questions or anything to add? Anything to add up on this? We're learning. Yeah,
So much.
yeah.
Please, I wanted to ask, what's the relation between food hygiene and etiquette?
Food hygiene
And etiquette.
and etiquette,
That's
right?
etiquette.
Good. So as we all know that that's a good question right there. As we all know that what is etiquette is about manners, right? Right. Who want to answer that question? So Nana, what were you saying? What is etiquette? What is etiquette? Practices, right? And you can come forward, yeah. So hygiene too. What we do under hygiene, right? We practice and we learn. So it goes together. So we cannot just do the etiquette and we do the hygiene to learn both of them, right? So it can make you a complete. All right. So you can know the left and right in where you are or what you're about to do. All right, and how to keep that place neat. All right, is neat. All right. So let's think that if I don't know about etiquette, I'm not full complete person, right? I cannot take a place. I cannot take good care of a place. But once I know this tool, I can take good care of a place. All right. Is it your answer? Is it good? Good. Anything? Anybody?
What if you are, let's say, one person in a single house which has a big compound, let's say 2 acres or something. So what I was saying is that what if you are a one in living in like a single person living in a house which has a big compound full of let's say some bushes around and also some rubbish bins around, how will you manage to keep the whole place clean? Someone is visiting in let's say 2 days.
2 days. Wow. Anybody want to help? Anybody want to help? And yeah, somebody didn't get a question. Yeah. So you have to repeat. Yeah.
What if you're a single person living in which has a big compound like 2 acres or something, which has some bushes around and also rubbish around. How would that person manage to clean the compound? Someone or let's say a rich person visiting him in 2 days.
Hmm. Want to help? Want to help?
It's not one day job. Is you keep on cleaning, and so by the time the person will come, then you are done.
Right.
Yeah.
Anybody want to ask something? Want to ask something? Yeah. Self-reliance.
Okay. In addition to what he's saying, you don't have to wait until the place is bushy before you think of clearing it. Okay. Don't be expecting to have a replica before you think of thinking of place or the surroundings. Hygiene. Are you okay?
Thanks. I guess it's up. Yep.
What I want to add is, like you said, you are not the only person living there. So you can organize some other people, okay, maybe like your age mates who understand the essence of cleanliness or hygiene. Ask them to come on board, then you all stay together. Okay.
Good. Thanks. Then you want to add up? Yeah.
Okay, what I have is etiquette is not only about when you are getting you can start before the critical even comes in.
All right. Thanks. So, fellas. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Like
Yeah.
it's like you were saying, like as you are learning personal hygiene and environmental, so it shouldn't be a monthly thing. It should be a practice.
Everyday thing.
Yeah, everyday thing. So you don't get stuck in the road or something.
Yeah. See, thanks. It's like every day. Once you wake up, the same thing goes to your environment. All right. Everything that you do to yourself, it goes. Same thing applies to your environment. All right. So always have that in mind. All right. So you don't have to wait. You don't have to sleep. You wake up, you clean it. Half the more, at least you're doing something, little by little. End of the day. All right. All right. So you better look into the types of personal hygiene. All right.
Personal hygiene. One, keeping hands clean or washing them.
Everybody understand that you keep your hands clean and washing them. All right. So as a gentleman, you always, even if you're not even using a toilet alone, even after doing something, even the one that used to do my job is that when you after being outside for like a period of hours, you're allowed to go wash your hands and put back your gloves as well. I went through that. I was told. I don't know. So most of the time you can wash your hands, all right? After putting your hands in so many things or shaking people's hands or whatever, you have the right to go, excuse me, go wash your hands and clean it and come back again.
And so I'll ask something about the hand washing. I mean, washing of the hands is not only pouring water on the hand of washing. It has to go through some certain things. One, like it should be it should be a minimum of 20 seconds. That should be the minimum. Most of our what we do is about eating. Let's dip behind the water like this. We are good to go. Yes. So and should be under running water and should be uh, that is the way that the germs can be killed. If not, or about 99.9 will be killed or be eliminated. So and washing the hands to it should be. I mean, they have we have hands which we should know. So when we have enough time, we have to demonstrate that here. Washing hands. Thank you. Two, nail hygiene or cut the nails and wash them.
Everybody knows this, right? Nail hygiene, right? You see, you can't let your fingernails go. Come on, we're not animals. Even animals, they start to cut their nails now. You know what's gonna happen when your fingernails is all grown? It's gonna start attracting deaths and other germs to be living in it, right? And I'll show you a trick. You see this part of sort of who is a medical student here? Who study about the body? Okay. You see this part of finger, the side of it, right? Where your nails go, something comes on it. It comes like a dead meat or dead skin, right? That one is germs. It's bacteria. So once you cut your nails and washing it, you see that it is not dead no more. Most of the time it comes out that side of us. Alright. You can see how it comes. Right? Like this right here. So once you cut your nails and you go and trim it nice, yeah, you can put this up. They can help you. The ladies can help you. Yeah, they can cut it, move it, trim it nice for you to feel okay. Alright? So as a gentleman, you always have to cut down our nails, man. Alright? Anybody want to ask something? No? Alright.
Well, point number three, you have facial cleanliness.
Everyone knows this, right? You have to wake up in the morning, wash your face, and you soak down from some. Because at the end of the day, when you wake up in the morning, they have this kind of thing that is sticking at the corner of your eyes. You know, your face is not that clean, so you have to keep it clean. Alright? Good.
Then you have oral hygiene.
What is oral hygiene?
So yes, oral hygiene has to do with our okay, our mouth. Some of us we see we have very nice teeth, but a kind of scent that is generated from our mouth is very bad, very bad. I know some has to do with some illness in the head. When you have some kind of diseases in the head, it generates that kind of scent or odor. But I mean the teeth and the tongue especially. The teeth doesn't smell, it's the tongue. So some will brush the teeth every day, but the mouth will still be smelling because they refuse to brush the tongue. So when you are keeping your mouth clean, I think the tongue should also be washed. Thank you.
Good. So, oral thing, right? When you get to the free time, you can go on YouTube, make a learning about how to keep other. So they have other experts that have videos how to make a good dip into it. Right? So it's not just about brushing your teeth because some food can stay in your teeth more than 3 days and cause germs to come into it. So you think that that's not fresh, nah, you lying. You lying. You still have a lot of work to do. Alright? So if you want to see how you can keep your overall check, you can go on YouTube, right? How? Gentlemen, everything about us is about learning. Alright? Gentlemen, everything is about learning, knowing, doing the right thing. Right? So it's not from my inside out. The way I think, I have to learn about how to think. It's about how to behave, how to learn about how to behave. After that it comes to my outside, I can keep my head, my eyes, my face, so I can put it in front of everybody. I don't think you can put a chair without brushing your teeth, right? Or anybody have heard that before? Put a chair without brushing your teeth. Or go to parties, right? So always have that in mind, right?
Next, we have coughing and sneezing.
Yeah, as we all know, when you sneeze, there's when you're in a public, right, and you feel like when you sneeze, you have to have your handkerchief or anything to cover your mouth. Or sometimes if you don't have it, right, then you can just go and just sneeze. But after that, don't just leave it down. Go somewhere and wash it off, right? And when you come back, you take a bath, so the germs or whatever. Yeah. So you cannot just sneeze in the midst of people thinking that it's normal. There's nothing normal. As a gentleman, there's nothing normal. Yes. Right. Anybody want to add something?
Okay, so I'll add something to coughing and sneezing. I think taking out flames too should also be considered. Sometimes when in public, people begin to spit anyhow, and for me especially, things disgust me, especially that thing in public. Then, so if you are practicing that, we need to test that. I mean, who knows what's in your heart as you are bringing it out? Somehow can step on it and spell of disease starts. So let's be mindful of that.
See, I'll say something now. You see what COVID did to us? When COVID came, what the first thing they brought? Keep your house neat, hygiene. So you didn't get COVID. Everybody was practicing hygiene. So, so please, all right, let's be careful what we do outside, all right? When it's spit on the ground, right, guess what happens? It stays in the air and it stays on the floor for a few minutes. And that germ can transfer, can go to the next person or whatever. A lot of people are sick in the midst of us, right? So as a gentleman, I'll say always have something, right? In case somebody's close to that sneeze, you can just cover your face quickly, all right? Good. And always, when it comes to oral, right? You can have this menthols and gums and what you call it,
Tonton.
right, right. So you can keep your mouth scent in check, all right? So, because end of the day, when you go like after hours, your mouth starts to work, generate its own smell. Some can be good, some can be bad. After eating the food. So always have that kind of thing with you so you can keep that in check.
You have foot hygiene.
Yeah, food hygiene, everybody knows. Like you all know this, right? Yeah. Always keep your food. Cleaning your nails and washing it. Right? After 8 hours wearing a whole lot of shoe, you can fetch a warm water. You can put salt, you can put soap water, and just wash your food. Clean it, then you can put body lotion. Right? You can do it every night when you go to sleep and day two, and I bet you can do it all of it. Right? So you cannot be like, oh, my food is clean, so my leg does not smell. You're lying. Right? So,
You have hair and scalp hygiene.
anybody wants to talk about the hair? Everyone talk about the hair? You want to know the hair is just
Yeah, so the hair, I mean, keeping our hair in order. Okay.
see, you can get a shampoo to wash your hair, the hair shampoo, right? You wash it so you can take away the smell. Because when you sweat, it stays in the hair. The hair attracts the smells and it hides into it. So after a few days or a few hours, you can even run out and pick up your hair, you can smell that it's smelling. And even the hair cream that we use, too much of it can cause your hair to smell. So it can cause some germs and bacteria to be living in your hair. So that's why when you see somebody outside scratching their hair, that was something wrong. Gentlemen, we don't do that, alright? So I'll say that try and get some shampoos or anything. When you go out you can wash your hair, and after that you can get some nice cream to clean your hair and other stuff.
We have genital hygiene.
Everybody want to help us on that. There's no female here, so we shouldn't feel shy on this. There's no female, come on. Want to help us?
So genital hygiene has to, I mean, keeping our genital place very clean. Okay, it's very important, very very important, and that attitude alone is something else. You see, we have this perception. Boys, our boxers can be worn for one. I was very surprised when my kid told me that said that boys emotion boxes 1 week. He said, "Hey, fear, who told you that?" We change as the guest also changes. So I mean, we should be try as much as possible. Our genital place is always clean as always. Now, if you see that when you wear your boxer for a very long time, or you keep hair at that place for a very long time in between your thighs, it generates scent. I mean, you could see that on the hair, and that alone amount of scent that comes out of that place is very very bad. So I mean, regular shaving and applying lotion over there. Um, we have this kind of ointment that we can apply over there to generate or to take off all this scent and stuff. Let's try as much as possible to keep that clean as always. And our boxes too, very important. At least I cost one a day. I know I know we don't have them, so wash and wear is allowed. I don't know what happen now. We see how. I bet now I saw that one. All right. Thank you.
All right, thanks. We all agree to it, right? So, so gentlemen, this well, I'm not perfect, right? Sometimes because I got things on my plates, I keep forgetting about oh shit, I forgot about this, but I still keep it in check. All right, we're living in a country where the sun is hot and we're sweating every day. You know, sometimes you think that you're putting the best cologne, but when it starts sweating, that smell, that cologne, the perfume or whatever you put on, you can just go and your normal, your nature smell will just be smelling. People be like, yo, what is going on? All right, so always, because we're not living in the winter. Winter, sometimes, yeah, even people don't take shower in winter, but they would always go because it's cold. But summer countries always keep yourself in check, all right? Shave, keep yourself clean, all right? Invest in yourself, gentlemen, all right? Invest in yourself. Don't just invest in the social media or the ladies, all right? Take half of it, buy good stuff for yourself. I mean, at least have some, because you want to be, the more that you take yourself good and neat, you build in self confidence and your self esteem goes most a lot of high. That people always will be around you. People want to be like, damn, I just want to be like this guy. You don't know, maybe they're just smelling the way that he's smelling, or they just want to have a taste of whatever he's wearing, you see, or a taste of whatever is going on that person. All right. So always, gentlemen, we always have to invest in ourselves, in the good lotions, the good stuff. All right. Good. Yeah.
We have batten. Batten. Yeah, this is common, but it's not this is yeah, it is common and it is not common to guys. Guys, what are you doing?
No, yes, yes,
So we need to, I mean, have that mentality of taking regular bath. Very important. After the hard day activities, you need to wash off the sweat. And for me personally, especially when I'm tired, bath in the evening, I can't sleep. But sometimes to see that the kind of smell that's coming out from the body is too bad. But immediately I put water on my body, I can't sleep. So for this one there, I'm the victim here. I'm a victim here. So let's all put that into practice and it's going to help. It's going to help. Next we have any
any question?
so we have here ear hygiene. Ear hygiene. Alright, so that one has to do with cleaning your ears. You see, sometimes what we do is when there's wax or we have itchy ears, we just try to put stuff in there. It's not good. It's not a good practice. So you have to visit the hospital for that. I think we are unfortunate enough that in our society we don't pay attention to such things, but it helps. Sometimes I do watch videos on that, and you could see things that will be generated, that will be taken out of the ear. You could see that wow, some of us that from the day we were born up to this age, what are created in there is huge enough to construct a house. So let's have that one to check. Cleaning our ears. Sometimes when we bath, we have the soap entering our ears, and we try to ignore them. Every day after bath, you need to put your hands in there. You could see that there's dirt in the end at the beside your ear, this place to so you know suffer when we say honestly if you need to check them very well. They are very important. Then the last on the list is okay.
Regarding the mic. Okay, regarding the ear, um, God has able to, the wax that we always use, that cotton buds, like you said, it's not advisable. You don't have to bring it out. Those, okay, the amount that has to come out is able to find its way out naturally. You wouldn't see it. Okay, we do it. I know it, but still, like you said, sometimes we know it, but we don't apply. You can be using the tip of your pen or something. And my wife is an audiologist. She will tell you, and even apart from her, I know that this thing doesn't help because the wax naturally is able to help. When you take so much out, there are some bacteria that are helpful to the ear, and you are taking them out. So it is not advisable to be using those cotton buds that they've been selling. But we've been doing it over a long period of time. I'm sure everyone here might have done it. It's not advisable. And we have specialists at the hospitals. If anything at all, you can go to them. Okay, the ENT centers, the audiologists, you can go to them and they can check, they can screen for you if there's any problem. Just to add to that. So taking the pen to bring out the wax, let's try and stop. I've said it, but I hope in fact, not long ago, I remember I was doing. Sometimes you just, when you're used to doing something for a long time, it becomes difficult to change it, even when you've received or you've learned a new information. But like we are learning, we are gentlemen, and all these things that we are learning, we have to try as much as possible to, yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. The last on our list for the personal hygiene, we have wearing clean clothes.
Yes, it's just simple and understanding, right? Clean clothes, man. They can't wear dirty clothes all the time. At least what? 3 days? 3 days or 2 days? 3 days is to every day. Why? Because of the sweat, right? So we agree that every day, because end of the day, like I said, we're living in the hot country and a summer country. So every day you be sweating just for nothing. Even a minute, you just be sweating like as if you have taken a shower. So the more that the sweat get into your clothes, the more you have to remove it and wash it so it can smell nice and it can be clean for you for the next day. All right. And always try as much as possible. I know that some guys out there, they are hankies, right? That most of the time they're trying to clean places whereby they think the sweat can get there to dirty their clothes. All right. But anybody has a question on this 10 hygiene style? Anybody have questions? Questions? Huh? Let's go. Don't feel shy. Let's go. Questions. Let's go. Or anybody is a victim of this that we can help that person. We're all learning. Listen, I'm not perfect. We are not perfect, but we're just learning as a gentleman. So we can be aware of ourselves, all right? It's called a self-awareness of what you do before you get in out of, all right? So don't feel shy, all right? So always learn something.
So we are going to just talk about importance of hygiene. Why is hygiene important? Why is hygiene important?
Anybody? Why?
Please, any contribution? Okay, you can come.
Thank you so much. It prevents the body from sickness.
Anyone?
Thank you very much for the opportunity. It also gives us a good speech about you.
Thanks. So we all agree to the two answers. Thanks. So we all agree to the two answers. So you want to ask something? All right, come on. Yeah.
Thank you for the opportunity. It also builds our confidence because when you feel you are okay in your system, whenever you find yourself, you are okay to move. Thank you.
Good, good. Thank you very much. Anybody? We're trying. Anyone? Okay, good. Yeah, there.
I need to say this. This is about me. I think growing up, I used to sleep with my big brothers, and I'm the shy type. I always don't want when people say bad thing about me. So my big brother was like, "Oh, bon, and madam in chain," and that could haunt me for days. Seriously, that could haunt me for days. So I took that very seriously, and when he said that, even when I go to school, I try to withdraw from people because hey, maybe I see me home. How much more that first girl I'm crashing on? According to China, and also Sana. So that alone put a kind of notion in my head that okay then maybe I see me home born. They remember and check that the same thing I'm outside as well. People will say I shouldn't come closer to them. So I need to take my hygiene very serious. And since then, I started practicing. It has been a long way to help. I mean, now I don't go closer to them. They come closer.
Well, like I said, all right. So I guess it's something that we all have to do because yeah, of course we have to know what get close to us, right? Alcohol is like, but I look at the red flags, how people do body language and other stuff. Okay, so before I should leave my house or whatever, I tend to smell myself very well. And I tend to get close to people that was around me to see, that, okay, am I smelling nice or is there something bad? So always is yeah, we have to know this, all right. So like he said, self-confident, all right. It can help us in so many ways, all right. Like job interview. You go to job interview and it's smelling bad, right there. Right there is over. Right there. See, we have to you go to other place, you go to hospitals, and even for you to meet a nurse, although they have the AC on, but they still been looking to some type of little things, you know. So we always have to keep ourselves neat and nice, fresh, and so we can spend it nice. All right.
All right. Hygiene is important because it leads to better health, confidence, and overall growth. Good health is critical for preventing the spread of infections and helping children lead live a long life. All right, that is why we should live a hygienic life. Anything.
Anything to add up? All right.
All right, then we go to do's and don'ts. Do's and don'ts.
So from here, we just take like a 10 minutes break. All right.
Don'ts of personal hygiene or hygiene etiquette. The do's and don'ts. Now, before we go to our manual, if you want to share anything, do's and don'ts with us, you are welcome to share with us. Then we continue.
Who knows the do's and don'ts of personal hygiene? Anybody who knows the do's and don'ts, right? Good. I think the school is not going to teach you about the do's and don'ts, but now, as a gentleman, this is our thing that we have to know about the do's and don'ts, so that at the end of the day, from here or tomorrow, we don't become a victim. All right. Good. So
Thank you. We are talking of the do's first. So one, wash your hands after using the washroom, sneezing or coughing, and when the hands are dirty. So this is when the time you have to wash your hand after using the washroom, sneezing and coughing, and when the hands are dirty. Two, keep your fingers, nails cut, clean and cut, and as short as possible. Three, wash your face in the morning and brush your teeth in the morning and when you are going to sleep. This is wash your face in the morning and brush the teeth in the morning and when you are so when how do you do that? What did you
well, well, when you're going to sleep, right? Let's take it that you have to brush your teeth twice, right? It's a must, right? Morning and evening, right? Just to keep when it comes to oral hygiene, just to keep your mouth, your teeth, and your gum healthy, smelling nice and fresh. All right. So it's a must that you have to do it. All right. Good.
keep the toes nose clean and short. Keep the toes nose clean and short. Next, keep your hair clean, shape and nice. Keep your hair clean, shape and nice. Next one, you have always keep your genital part clean. shaped, nice, in a good smell. So with this one, I would like to stress on that the genital place should be kept clean, and we discussed how to keep it clean. Or we also know how to keep it clean. I mean, the place should be cleared as soon as possible. You see, sometimes when the hair is totally taken off, the kind of itches that comes over there. So what normally I do is I make sure they are short, very very short, to avoid those itches, because those itches can disturb a lot, especially when you are in a public place. And as a gentleman, you don't need to be standing and you doing like this. It's not nice. Okay, so if I know how to address those itches, it's fine. But with that experience, that itches, I always keep it short. All the scissors now, which just it will be clean and short. Then we apply the creams. Thank you.
So here with this, right? You sure? So I guess from here we're not gonna be doing that that.
All right. Next, always take your shower twice in a day. Always take your shower twice in a day. So that is morning and in the evening. Gentlemen, morning you are not going anywhere. So morning you are not going anywhere. So we take in the morning. Oh, we say evening they are not going anywhere. But if I know China, please, it's a practice, as we are saying. So a journey with 1,000 miles begins with a step. So as gradually you need to adopt those changes. I know our society has conformed to us that those boys here, don't waste your soap, don't waste your water, bathroom or your time bathroom twice a day. It's a waste of resources. But know that it is also going a long way to improve your hygienic, your personal self. So you need to get involved in those practice. Next, always keep your clothes clean, neat, fresh, and in good smell. Our clothes should be neat, clean, fresh, and in good smell. All right, so that one.
So when it comes to that, right? Sometimes that alone can attract people and can attract that respect that you want. All right. So far, so good. All right. I'm proud of everybody here. All right. You guys are well dressed. Everybody smells nice. But our hair, the one or two hairs, I know we take care of it. Even I'm a victim, but we take care of it. All right. Good. But sometimes let's keep that in check. All right. Have that at the back of your mind. Hey, this is what I need to do as a gentleman. Hey, this is what this and that and that. Hey, boom, boom, boom. A, Y, and Z. So it can get the respect that you want. All right. Good. The nose thing that the hearing thing, right? You can take a little scissors and be cutting it. But once it's out, most of the ladies will see it to be a beast. They don't like that. It's not attractive. Others like it. Others doesn't like that. All right. So always try and cut it down, cause mine I don't like it. I used to cut mine.
So that is for the do's. Any question or any suggestion before we continue with the don't? Okay.
So I wanted to stress with the nose. Right? I wanted to stress with the nose. So in my school, in science, I was taught that the hairy things in our nose keeps germs or trap germs from the body. So I'm a little bit confused about cutting the hairy things in our nose. So can we a little bit explain it more?
Well, good. So with the hairy thing, anybody can help me. Science. Okay, come on, boy.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So the hairs in the nose are like filters. They're not for blocking germs. They filter. You see, probably when you go out and there are dust around. So what the hairs in nose does, they filter the air you breathe. So probably if you are breathing dust, that's why they filter it. So they don't allow all entering into your system. Yeah, that's the function of the hairs in the nose.
All right. Thank you very much. So when it comes to the cutting of the hair in the nose, you see sometimes it can grow and sometimes be sticking out, and that can be showing. I don't know if you've seen that. I wish I could have a picture, but sometimes it's just the hair, the nose of the hair just going, it comes out of your nose away, and you'll be looking like a monkey or a monster. All right, so that's what I'm saying. That sometimes you have to cut it short. All right, so it doesn't come out. It can just stick in, but it doesn't come out. All right, good. Yeah.
Just to add to what our brother just said, um, it's not about taking or trimming, or you just have to trim some, because in the end, there are times that maybe you will not be feeling well, and for instance, if they are so bushy inside and you cough or sneeze, okay, you might have a handkerchief to clear, but you don't know some will still be trapped inside, and you wouldn't see. You meet someone is looking at you some weird, but you don't know what the person has seen. So we have the always. I mean, you can check. Let's keep it in balance, especially if you are the type that your hair quickly grows. Okay, it outgrows your nose. Yeah.
All right, thank you. So we are moving on to the don't. Don't. One, don't use tap water to clean your teeth. When you wash your hands, make sure they are totally dry before you touch any food or anything. So I'm taking it again. Don't use tap water to clean your teeth. Wash your hands. Make sure they are totally dry before you touch any food. Now, what's the perception about that? Why must your hands be dry before you touch anything after washing them? Now, you see, before when we were talking of the hand washing thing, some argue from the point that with the tap, we should be from how do you call it? You should be washing it from running tap. Now, it's the same hand you are washing, the same hand you used to hold the tap. I mean, open it and to close it, right? So, how do you do that? How do you do that? After the hands has been washed thoroughly, you don't need to go back or use your hand to what to touch it again, because you might not already you touch it with a dirty hand in opening. So after washing, you're going to touch it again. No. So it is always advisable that you get someone to help you with the running water. I think that's what to me what I know and what I've been taught. You get someone to help you. No, so the person is the person already has a clean hands. For example, you visit the washroom, you came out, you have to wash your hand. So it is assumed that the person is having clean hands already than you going to touch the tap or going to touch the cap. I hope I'm clear with that. You washing your hands or the second person? And I'm saying that it is assumed. For example, so I'm giving an instance. I visited the washroom. You are to help me wash my hand. I not go to the washroom with you. So already your hand, yes, is already clean. Okay. I mean, as we are practicing hygiene, in a way, your hand is already clean. I hope I'm clear with that. Good.
Thank you. I think usually when we go to our washrooms, okay, you are there alone. Even if other people are there, they're also doing their own thing. Hardly would you, I mean, find it convenient or comfortable to call someone to come and turn off the tap you've already put on. So this is it. Sometimes this is what I do. You know, in the public, depending on where you go to the washroom, there are some tissues up there. So after washing my hands, I use some of the tissues to wipe, and then I use the same tissue to turn it off. Then I put it into the dustbin. Okay, if you are in your house, maybe you have a brother or sister, then you can let the person fetch water. But the thing is, you are in the washroom. Okay, but then maybe you cannot call someone to come inside because of the even maybe the scent that is coming from the washroom. You get it. There are instances maybe You are coming to eat that one. You are not from the washroom. You can let someone fetch water. That is different. And to add to what this statement is saying, after washing our hands, whether with running water or whatever, the reason why I think our hands should be dried is um, right after washing your hands. Okay, your hands are still wet. The water that was used to wash the germs, maybe some will be dry. And germs, when with a hot temperature or humid temperature, they are not able to survive depending on the kinds of germs. So you under condition, you don't have to touch your food or eat. You can wipe with a clean towel or something. You get it? And then dry air will pass over your hands. Then you can start eating. In that way, you would have eliminated, if not all, I mean, maximum amount of germs. It's better than using that wet hands to eat, even though you've cleaned it. Yeah, because of, I mean, germs are able to stay within that temperature. Please, is it clear? Yeah, thank you.
Even sorry to add up. Even with a spoon too, sometimes, right? When it's washed and it's dry, you still have to wash it and clean it before using it, because it's exposed to air. You don't know what is passing through the air. Because sometimes our kitchen windows are open, and things that are washed, even can feel like dirt still comes in and stains on the plates, the cleaning plates, and other stuff. So always have in mind, all right? Anything that you pick, you still have to clean it, wipe it down, use it, clean it, and put it back. All right. So have that in place. All right.
So next, don't leave your hands dirty. All right, come.
Thank you once again. I don't know with the first point it was uh, we shouldn't brush with tap water. Oh, okay. Yeah. So I would like to ask to be explained further. And what I also want to add up is with the sometimes we visit the public washrooms and we hardly get tissues. But in the process, you can store some water, use your right hand to close the then use the tap and then rewash that right hand. And I think that too can help. Thank you.
Good. So, well, sometimes there's not anybody that you're gonna find around to help you, right? So you just have to multitask, right? See how best this can help this can do to the left and the right, so it can be clean. But anyway, once you get home, still wash it, because it might not be 100% washed. All right. But once you get to a place that you can help, somebody can help you wash, still wash it so and dry your hands. So most of the germs can be off your hands. All right. The reason why we're doing it as a gentleman is that we don't want to get sick. All right. We don't want to spread the sickness. All right. We don't want to be looking dirty, be walking around as a gentleman. That's why we're learning about the hygiene, and it's part of our etiquette. All right. So, but also the tap water, right? From what I know is that some of them is not healthy. It depends on the environment. All right, but some of them has clean waters to wash their mouth. Right. Others too, they like to boil it. They put salt before washing that with their mouth, so you can kill the germ. Because when you wash tap water in your mouth, you don't know the kind of germs that is in the water. Still putting it back in your mouth, it's not gonna do nothing. It still multiply the germs. All right. So that's why we still have to be careful when it comes to that. Wash. They have the mouthwash, right? Yeah. When you have money, you can buy mouthwash, or you can do your own recipe. You go on YouTube, they have natural recipe to do your own local mouthwash. All right. I use salt and warm water. That's me. After cleaning up, and I wash it off and I brush my teeth. All right. Others too have lemon with warm water. All right. And the others that have the money, they go to supermarket or pharmacy. They buy their mouthwash. Right. So, all right. So the goal is to get rid of the germ so we don't become sick and be spreading around. All right. Good.
Okay, so next on our list we have avoid touching your eyes, nose, and mouth when you sneeze or cough. So avoid touching them. Then next, avoid leaving your fingernails dirty and all grown. Avoid leaving them dirty and all grown. Introduce na short my.
Thank you very much for the opportunity. So I have a question about um touching your nose and your mouth when you're coughing. So what if let's say uh you're about to do something, or sorry,
But you
my
sneeze.
main my main question is, apart from your hands, all right, apart from your hands, what other places of your body, because it's not like a normal thing,
Yeah.
a sneezing, it's like nature calls and it comes. So what other parts of your body can you use to um cover your mouth when you're sneezing?
Right. Right. Well, good question. The one you can use your hands, right, to cover your nose, right, like that. So next time I'm about to sneeze and I don't have nothing to cover my that, I can be like that. And after sneezing on that, I have to go wash it and clean it. All right. So as a gentleman, I always have my hanky, cloth, face cloth, or anything at the back of your pocket, right, or somewhere that when it's about to sneeze and you don't want to use your shirt, because we go to a lot of places that we wear a nice shirt. You can go to the bathroom quick and use that cloth to cover your face. All right. Good. I used to do that all the time. I used to sneeze on my shirt, my sleeves, and after that, when I get home, I wash it. I put it in the dry. I put it in the washing machine, and it washed it. All right. Good. So always remember either your handkerchief or that to cover your face quick. All right. Yeah.
Next one, avoid washing your face or brushing your teeth before going. Let me take it again. Avoid not washing your face and brushing your teeth before going to work. Next, avoid leaving your toes nose all grown. Avoid leaving your hair all grown, dirty and smelly. Then next one, you have avoid leaving your genital part all grown, dirty and the genital place. Very very important. You should avoid that.
So I guess we all understand this, right? So now we should know that cleanliness, well, is, I think as I was saying, cleanliness, well, next to godliness, all right? So as a gentleman, once we're clean, we're close to something, all right? Like our brother said, we have a high self-confidence with ourselves. We really, once you're clean, you can appreciate yourself. You can be like, wow, you can be looking at yourself more than 3 times in the mirror because you're clean. Some of us even smell ourselves. Wow, I smell nice, they'll be smelling. So always have that in mind, all right? Good. And please, we're learning this to practice ourselves because one day we might end up going to events. So one day we might end up getting close to high profile people. And I bet you when they're talking to you, they get close to your face. Yeah, I've been to that kind with them, the meetings with them. They get close to you, they want to understand what you're saying, they'll be looking at you, right, with their eyes. So once you start smelling, guess what comes in your mind? I don't think I want to invite this person to my house again. All right. So always keep that in check. I know that what boys, yeah, we don't want to be that boys. We men, all right. We don't care about stuff. Please, let's care about things. All right. Good. Especially let's care about things so we can train the person next to us. All right. Good.
Then the last two, avoid taking shower. Avoid not taking shower a day and even after work. The last one, avoid wearing dirty clothes and smelly clothes. Avoid wearing dirty clothes and smelly clothes. This you can say if then you are good to go. Please, we do them. Let's put a stop to that. It's not nice. It's not nice. Aye.
So on that, they have a saying that the way that when you wear, you're not gonna smell it though, but the person next to you that will be smelling it. So always be careful, right? Good. You can if you want to wear the dress the next day, you can move it, try it, all right, and the air can take away some of the smell or other stuff from it. And we should, like I said, self investment. Don't invest on the ladies alone. Invest in yourself, please. All right, yourself is worth it. Because listen, we the men, we are the high value on market. All right, because the lady can see a man. Oh wow, wow, at that, right? So we value too. We are the high on the market. So please invest in yourself. Buy some good colognes, deodorant, body spray. All right, shaving cream, and just keep yourself, your hygiene and everything neat. Invest in a good toothpaste, good brushes, hair creams, and other stuff, all right? Go to good shaving and barbering shop, all right? That they can keep you neat. You can leave your hair, but don't leave it to be bushy, please. You can keep it neat, let it be neat, and you'll be okay, all right? But
I think that's all.
that's all right.
Yeah, that's all.
All right. Thanks, everybody. I think everybody have a summit for the whole thing. We have nobody, so who is gonna come up and summit the whole thing for us? Who? Anybody? Try. Let's go. Listen, we all not students. We all mentors. All right. It's called mentors and mentees. All right. Because one day somebody can come to you. After here, you guys are mentors in your home and role models in your environment. So whatever you do, somebody's watching. All right. One day, if I'm not around, somebody needs to take care of this thing and keep it going. All right. So don't feel shy. All right. There's nothing called when they feel shy. That means that it kills you and your whole dream in life. So come up, try. All right. Let's go. Yeah.
Thank you so much. So today, basically, what I took out from this session was personal hygiene. And today, before I knew personal hygiene as a whole, though, but I never knew something as food hygiene. So, as in keeping food in a very good manner, so that you prevent sickness or illness from to the body, and also environmental hygiene, as in keeping your surroundings where you live clean, and also the do's and don'ts of personal hygiene, as in what you do, like as in keeping your nails clean, washing your hands, bathing twice daily, and oral hygiene as well, keeping your mouth clean, brushing twice daily. Yeah, I think that's what I took from the session. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
So, in adding to what he said, it's an everything, and the types of hygiene that we identify are related to one another. So, you can't leave your environment clean and practice. You can't leave your yourself clean and yourself out and practice domestic hygiene. One thing leads to the other. So, starting with personal hygiene, you move on to your domestic, your immediate surroundings, then your community hygiene, then environment hygiene has to do your entire vicinity, your entire what vicinity. So we need to also put that in check, and that alone has to do with the air we bring outside, the immediate surround, the clean rubbish and water bodies as well. So for example, one of the hair as in environmental hygiene, when we spit, the air carries it away. So you that you have maintained good personal hygiene, you don't know what the air is bringing to you. So one way or the other, you practice the domestic hygiene or the personal hygiene, but the environment isn't clean, and that's where you contract your diseases from. So when you put all these types together, you could see that one thing leads to the other, and all together, we are going to have a good health when hygiene is practiced. I would like to say this. I would like to say this: personal hygiene or good hygiene etiquette brings a good life on healthy life, and healthy life is an everyday thing. Good life, live it well. Thank you.
All right. Thanks. Yeah.
Thank you so much. This is what I also want to, what I have learned. Most of the time it's not that we do not know, and even after coming to learn today, we have gotten to know a lot. But rather, what is left is doing it. And our brother Kofi kept on mentioning investment. We can look at the monetary aspect or financial aspect. Then we can also look at time. Okay, allocating some time, because all this hygiene that we are talking about is it also needs time. Okay, you need to spend some time to do it. And I want to use myself as an example. Since last week, I haven't had enough time, and I realized the need to. Maybe you are not closer, but you can see my fingernails and toenails. They are grown, but I have this nail trimmers. Okay, I can't find where I've put them, and I haven't had the time. And even come here today, my wife advised me to put on shoes. I said, "Oh no, I'm just when I put some sandals." So you know what? I'm sitting here, and I know my toenails are grown. I haven't kept them that neat, and we keep on mentioning hygiene, do's, don't. I say, oh, come on, look at what is happening to me. So I'm using myself as an example. This is it. All that we are learning, we should make time and money where necessary to do what is, because you never know when you are going to, um, I don't want to say be put to public ridicule, but you never know when you are going to be exposed, and then you feel some way, even though you had the knowledge. So let's try as much as possible. Time and money where necessary. Thank you.
All right, thanks. Well, anybody want to add up anything? No. Okay. I think I want to share something like during the was it the past days? When did you call me though? Yeah, last week. All right. So I think was it last month that we had a class about the suicide prevention? When do we? Last 2 months, right? At the Pentecost, yeah. So, like like I said, we all mentors and role model, right? From here, you guys are not students. There's nobody called student in this club. All right, we're all learning to become the perfect person. At least you can't be perfect. All right, we're learning to be perfect. All right, yeah, we all do wrongs all the time, but we learn to be good. All right, so our brother Kojo did something, all right, to save somebody's life. At least he came to the program and he took everything from it. And I think for the past week, right, one of his friends called him up and wanted to commit suicide. And guess what he did? He helped him out. He helped that individual out of what we I put out. Yeah. So everything that I'm putting out here is serious, brother. It's not a joke. All right, you can help somebody outside. You can become somebody's God or somebody figure that a person can look onto it and learn from you and be dressing from you and be doing whatever you're doing from you. All right. So please let's take this stuff serious. All right. And I bet you that he told me that that person called him up and he didn't know what to do. But at least he was able to do something. He called me and guess what? That person is still alive. Coming from Kodo's mouth, and the person did it, and now the person is alive. All right. So please, let's care about each other, right? We shouldn't be oh doing what society are doing. Now I don't believe in that. I believe the other way around. All right. No matter how you are, what you're going through, or where you are, don't feel ashamed of yourself. Reach out to somebody. All right. And somebody out there will help you. Somebody out there can take you to your destination. All right. It's only fools that say I'm okay and they don't want to help. But I don't believe in that. All right. I have friends that they come around to help me. They leave whatever they're like today, Sir Collins, right? He left his whole house to come here in the morning to come help. He could be, oh, I'm my first thing first. But he said, no, let me come help for the club, you see? So we all put in this so we can help everything to grow. All right. Good. And I think we're gonna reach out to that individual and keep helping that person so he can get better in the mind. All right. Good. Anybody has something to say? So we close up. We pray, then we can have our little food and go. Anybody? All That's good. So, who's gonna pray for us? Who's gonna pray for us today? Evan?